Hello, how are you guys doing today? All right, wonderful to see you guys here again. Let's go to our question for the day. Hi Mark, can you please explain fourth dimensional shifting and 4D thinking? A lot of teachers say that we should be in the fourth dimension to manifest what we want faster. How do I get to 4D thinking and 4D manifesting? Okay. All right. So I'm going to teach you guys how it works. All right, so that you don't go off doing something that's not going to bring you the results you want. So this question again, I know a lot of you joining here, is how do I get into 4D thinking and 4D shifting and four-dimensional manifesting to what speed up or get to get what it is that you want to receive in your life, right? Good morning, Grand Rising. All right, so here's the bombshell for you. You do not want to be in 4D thinking, 4D shifting, whatever it is. You don't want to be in the 4D. Okay? Very simple. If you're smart and you understand how the universe, physical reality, dimensions, space-time, a little bit quantum mechanics work, maybe you can comment below and tell me, why is it that you do not want to be in 4 dimensions? You, however, 5 dimension is where you want to be. The 5D is where it happens, not the 4D. So if you're out there, you've seen stuff about, yeah, shift to 4D thinking, 4D dimensions. It's not effective. So hi. So can anyone comment below and tell me why you don't want to be in 4D but you want to be in the 5 dimensions? What is it about the 4th dimension? Why do I say you don't want to be in the 4th dimension when you're manifesting or shifting? Grand Rising. Hello. A lot of you are joining here. Anyone? Why you do not want to be in the 4th dimension? The question is, how do I get into 4D thinking to rise my awareness? Someone says you don't want to be in 4D. Well, in 4D you're still aware. So why don't we want to be? Why do you want to be in the 5 dimensions? That's where you got to be. If you're going to be somewhere, you're going to 5-dimension thinking is where the magic happens, and I'll give you some tips on accessing 5D. So much as because 4D is imagination and SD is experiencing it. 5D is experiencing it. Okay, you're partially right. The one thing you got right about it is we flip it. In the 4D, you're going to experience stuff. All right, so here's the answer. The reason you do not want to be in the 4th dimension, because if you're in the 4th dimension, you're still in the concept of space and time. You're still in the concept of a physical reality. We got 1, 2, 3, and then we use 4 dimension as time. So if you're in 4D, you are still constrained. However, if you're in 5D, you're outside of space-time. If you're outside of space-time, think about that. You're not constrained to physical reality. Your desires escalate up faster. Your manifestations are more vivid. Your feelings, your entire state of being, because you do not have any constraint of the physical world holding you down. Okay? See that? So that's why you don't want to be in 4D. Now you want to go to 5D. So how do you get to the 5 dimensions of thinking and manifesting? Well, let's talk about what happens in the 4D to show you something. When you're in the 4th dimension, your physical mind will perceive or observe whatever comes in. In the 4th dimension, your physical mind does not create, does not give you an idea, does not know how something is going to come to about. That's why you hear a lot of teachers says, hey, you should never worry about how things manifest. Because in the 4th dimension, that's where we're all at right now. 3 dimensions plus space-time is a 4th dimension. Your regular mind cannot the best way I want to put it to you is, all right, here's how it works. In the 5 dimensions, the higher self creates or receives the information, sends it to your brain, creates it, okay? Your brain receives it. Your conscious mind observes it, or what you call perceives it. In the 5 dimension, your higher self knows how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen. In the 4th dimension, none of that is possible in your regular mind. No matter how much it tries to do it, it cannot do it. Again, let me repeat again. The conscious physical mind can only observe and perceive what has already occurred, or what has already been made, or what has already been done, or what has already been instructed from the higher self to the subconscious to the conscious mind. So if you're in 4D right now, you're trying to figure out how you're going to get your manifestation, you're going to create resistance, because it ain't going to happen like that. See how that works? I know a lot of you are joining here, so I'll repeat it again. You do not want to be in the 4th dimension. Someone asked me a question, says, hey, how do I get to 4D shifting and 4D thinking? When you shift realities, you shift realities in 5Ds, because outside, for the record, all these parallel realities that you hear about, and all these different these experiences of your, what you call doppelganger self, or parallel worlds, or infinite realities, all of that doesn't happen in 4D. It happens outside of our awareness of space and time. It's all in the 5D, because in the 5th dimension, you can have access and you can have infinity there, because there is nothing there but infinity. When you're in 4 dimensions, you're constrained by the laws of physics still, and you're constrained by a low density of vibration. So when you go into 5D, that's where you want to be. So how do you get to the 5D? So here's the three qualifications. These are the only 3 ways you can access 5 dimensions, okay? Number 1 is your feelings. Number 2 is your imagination. And number 3 is end thinking. If you practice all of those together, you will be placed into 5-dimensional shifting. So let me break them down and show you how they work. Whenever you use an imagination, or whenever you see images in your head, you are not in 4 dimensions. Because inside of your head, when you're visualizing something, there is no time or space in there. So you're automatically in 5 dimensions. Have you ever visualized in your head and see time or know something? Your brain can't conception of time, because your subconscious doesn't know that. Okay? Your feelings. Whenever you feel something, or if you feel as if, or you feel happy, or you feel positive, you're in 5 dimensions again. Because only in the 5 dimensions can you create what has already been experienced. So you're recreating something that's there, and you're bringing it into the 4 dimensions. But you're taking it from the 5. That's why you feel as if. The feelings create that vibration to bring it in a lot faster. Okay? The next one, end thinking. Very important. A lot of individuals, I don't know if you know this, but when you're visualizing, you're only supposed to visualize the end of everything you want. You know, when you visualize, there is no beginning or middle in this game. End thinking, or the big picture, puts you in 5 dimensions of, I don't know, reality, multiple universes, whatever, shifting. So here's what happens. When you visualize something and you see it in the end, you release the how it will happen, the when it will happen, the why it will happen, all of that. You just see the results being manifested. Now you do that, you're in the realm of where the higher self knows how to get it for you, when to get it for you, right? So if you're seeing the end, you are communicating and passing the message to you, your, what I would call your APC, your authentic player character. And this authentic player character now sends information to the subconscious, then the subconscious sends it to the conscious to perceive it, not to figure out how it's going to be done. How it's going to be done was already done in the higher mind. So here's some concepts you need to learn. So number 1, you live in a video game type of simulation. So that's what it's kind of like a game simulation we live in. In the game simulation, there are characters. You have an NPC, non-player character. You have an OPC, obstacle player characters, the haters, people like that. You have an HPC, helper player character. These are the people that come around your life to help you to achieve goals, whatever. And then you have the MPC, which is the main player character, which is your physical being in here. It's you. You're the main player character. And then you have the APC, the authentic player character, the real you, the higher self. These are terms, because if you understand these terms, it'll make it a lot easier for you to navigate. So each being or each simulation or each character, they're playing a role here. So you being the MPC, MPC's main player characters are automatically stuck in the 3 or the 4 dimensions, because that's where the game is being played. So if you want to take advantage of the game, then you as an MPC, you have to get help. You want to be in the 5 dimensions, right? So you got to go to your APC, your authentic player character, or your higher self. And again, how do you get there? Okay, here you go again. How you feel, what you imagine, and the end thinking of your results. Whenever you do those things, you are now a 5-dimensional thinker. You are now seeing, and here's what happens. The biggest one out of all of them, the biggest one, even bigger than feeling, you know, the imagination is good, but the one that will really take you to the level is if you practice the end thinking. When you do end thinking and you see the big picture, you're gonna, when you get back into the 4D, a lot of doors are gonna open up for you. A lot of ideas are gonna come. Things, because here's what happened with end thinking. When you only see the end, not how or when, but you just see the end of what you want, you bypass your physical constructive mind. Your physical mind is always tied up with how or when something's going to happen. Therefore, it's going to keep you stuck in the 4 dimensions. And listen again what I just told you. Your physical mind cannot, you know, all right, I'll give you, there's a good, okay, you heard of this guy, Bashar. He said the best. I'll tell you about Bashar. Bashar is he channels higher beings. He said this. He says, the physical mind cannot conceive. The physical mind can only perceive what the higher mind gives or creates. Okay, so that makes it simple for you to understand. So what he's saying to you, and these higher beings, they're telling you how the nature of reality actually works. They're showing you that your regular mind, the one that you think you're so smart with, the one that you think you're walking around with, it's actually tricking you. So whenever you practice end thinking, big picture, when you're looking at things, don't look at minimal results. Look at the big picture of the end results. Okay, I'll give you an example of what a big picture end results is, okay? Here's an example so you can get it and you can say, oh, okay, I get what this guy's talking about. All right, say someone's in debt and they have a lot of bills, right? They want to get out of debt. I'm gonna show you 4D thinking and 5D thinking. So here's 4D thinking. When someone's in debt, what do they try to do? Number one, they're trying to figure a way how to get out of debt. Okay, I gotta see if I can get a loan. I'm gonna see if I can work. I can get more hours. I'm gonna see if I can borrow some money. I'm gonna see if I could pay partially, right? I'm gonna see, you know, if people can help me. I'm gonna see if I can right? That's so right. So they're focusing on the debt. It's like, man, okay, I'm gonna get out of this debt, man. Okay, that's 4D thinking. Now here's 5D thinking and end result and 5D thing. A 5D thinker, a 5D being, okay, they're in debt. They'll say, all right, man, how am I gonna get this debt? So what is that you need to do? What's the end result? Oh, if I make more money, I can get out of debt. So the 5D thinker is, okay, make more money. So higher self, figure out ways for me to get more business, start another business, start making extra opportunities, extra ways that I can bring in more money. Because if I bring in more money, I'll have more money which I can take to pay my debt. Instead of trying to figure out how I'm going to pay this debt, try to borrow money, try to get some money. Why don't I do it for myself and just use my APC to create opportunities for me to make more money, make more than I spend or than I circulate. The more I make, As long as whatever I'm making is more than what I'm circulating, I'll always be debt free. So that's just an example of when you get into the 5D. Congratulations, you won $1,000 too. Wow, great for you. Mark, I won the lottery using your techniques. 50 euros, but I can win more than once. I release the resistance. Yes, that's just the beginning for you, because now you're going into your APC, your authentic player character, guys. So guys, these are the ways that you want to get things done now. So now there's no more 4D. Now it's 5D, and you want to raise it up there. You see how that works. Don't forget, my new school platform is up. SKOOL. Members only platform. Invest in yourself. You get in there, I'll teach you and show you systematic ways to create a manifest. Every week you have a live video call with me personally to talk, questions, anything about adjusting, changing, helping you create whatever you're going through manifesting. Every Thursday in the group. And you guys get to be around other high vibrational beings, so you help to manifest each other goals and dreams, and that's the place to be. You know, you want to be with tribe and people that can motivate and inspire you. And it's only going to be individuals in there that are like-minded like you. No bots, no spammers, none of that. It's not on Facebook. It's a totally different platform. It's not on Instagram, none of that stuff. So I want to get into that group. I'll put the link in the description here, or you can go into my, since it's TikTok, you go to my TikTok link bio and sign up and get in there. School is phenomenal. Great, you have a member in there. In the school, this Thursday in the school platform, I'm actually going to teach you how to remote view winning top prize lottery scratch off tickets. So if you're someone that wants to manifest a lottery with scratch offs, I'm going to teach you the system of how to remote view. And remote viewing is actually real. I mean, again, it just shows the constraints of reality. Reality is not physical. It is always malleable, and it's transparent. So if you know, you know. All right. Also, I manifested a clerkship in an Ivy League university. Thank you, Mark, for sharing your knowledge. You're welcome. You see, these are examples of you guys going into your 5D. Now, see, all these things that you learn and that you're going to create, like the remote viewing, the intuition, all that is already you. It's just another part of you that you haven't, they don't teach you, you don't have understanding of, you don't have awareness of. Some of you didn't, most of us didn't know it existed. You know, so you can go there and experience that. But the 5D is where you want to be. And what's good, can I wait to learn? Mark, when's the last time you won something? A couple days ago, $1,000, $6,000 combined, another 6,000, 1,000, all from these, from scratch offs, by the way, from remote viewing the scratch offs. And you can go to my YouTube community post, and I have all the pictures up there, so you can see for yourself. I place all the results there, guys, so you can go look at it, analyze it. Oh, let's see if this guy is fake or real. Let's see if these tickets are real. For the ones out there that, you know, that don't get it or understand, but it's there for everybody to see. So 4D, no. 5D, yes. And thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. And for those who are in school, I'll see you in the school community. See ya.